anybody here? This is a far cry from the Christmas pageants at my old church. Everybody was in their seat ready to go 20 minutes ahead of. Hi, this is Cindy. Yes, Miss Bartlett?
You were the first person to audition yesterday, so your name and phone number was at the top of the list. So that's why you're getting my distress call.
Is something wrong?
There's been a 5-car pileup on the interstate, and 6 police cars and 3 ambulances are trying to sort out the mess. I'm stuck about 20 minutes from my exit. Is anybody there yet?
No, I'm the only one.
What do you mean you're the only one?
Nobody else is here.
Something told me not to take on this Christmas pageant, and my instincts were right. When only a handful of people show up for auditions, I know I'm in trouble.
I know what you mean. At my old church, 36 people auditioned. In our church, which could seat 850 people, was standing room only.
I directed a show a week at Greenville Summerstock Theater for 20 years. When I saw the Christmas pageant at this church for the first time last year, I was in a state of shock. It was more about Santa Claus than the birth of a savior. It was all about getting and no giving. The love that was supposed to go with Christmas was lost in the glitter and glitz of commercialism.
We had just moved here last Christmas, and I saw it too. It was more of a play than a pageant, and I never really discovered the message.
There wasn't one, Cindy. It was so terrible, I felt compelled to direct one. And in spite of its reputation for being a total disaster, I volunteered. The only bright moment so far was your audition. I could tell you've had experience. That's why I gave you the leading role. I think I gave you a CD with some Christmas solos on it and said you could choose the one you wanted.
Yes, I have them on my phone. My favorite was the first one.
Since I'm just sitting here, waiting for your traffic to start moving, let me hear it.
Long lay the world in sin and error pining till he appeared, and soul felt its worth. And love, hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine.
Excellent.
Thank you. I'm really excited about... Somebody's coming, Miss Bartlett.
Please explain what's happened and hold down the fort as best. Oh, the line's finally moving. I'll be there as soon as possible.
Ho, 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 who would go? Ho, 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 who would go? Walk on outside. Click, 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 down to the senior
Say, hi. That's what I sang in the pageant last year. This one's a bore by comparison. Are you here for the rehearsal? Yes. Are you? I'm here because I couldn't figure any way out of it. My father threatened not to let me have his car for a month unless I did this stupid production. Year after year, I have to be in this dumb pageant, and every year it gets worse. Last year was so bad, we only had a cast of 6, and barely as many in the audience. I heard they were going to give up on Christmas pageants until Heartless Bartlett came along. Now my father's more determined than ever that I did. Wow, at my old church, everybody wanted a part. And if you were lucky enough to get one, you had an understudy. And if you missed too many rehearsals, your understudy got the part. And you had to go back to singing with the angel choir. I guess I was spoiled. I thought every Christmas pageant was like...
show up. She says it's a bore and a waste of time. So she's pulling a no-show.
You mean she's going to drop out without even telling Miss Bartlett, so she can't even get a replacement?
That's right. And for 2 cents, I'd do the same thing.
I sure wish I could get out of it.
Hi, Kathy. What's up? So what did your mom say? Can you go?
I asked for a work table.
That must be it.
That means we can both go.
They're already calling it the party of the year. Can you believe it?
Is it true? They're even having a DJ?
That's what?
Jennifer, have you read your rehearsal instruction sheet?
The what?
The rehearsal instruction sheet?
What's that?
The instruction sheet I gave you at auditions.
What do you mean?
The script tells you what to do, but the instruction sheet tells you what not to do. And first and most foremost, no phones. No cell phones should be in use during rehearsal, so turn yours off and put it away.
Turn it off. But
Look, Jennifer, because of that accident, I'm late. I wanted at least half an hour with the 3 of you before the full rehearsal starts. Too late for that now. But I chose the 3 of you because you had the most natural ability and you seem well. So this is kind of a test, so we'll just have to wing it. Jennifer, I thought I told you to turn that off.
But it's Kathy, Miss Bartlett, and it's important. It might even be an emergency.
Well, hurry up. We're already so far behind schedule. As you know, Mrs. Hale has volunteered to do costumes, and she's going all out. She thinks it'd be effective if the 3 of you dressed from clothes from the period, like Mary and Joseph. How does that sound to you?
That's fine with me. Why can't we just wear jeans?
Your robe will be long and loose. Maybe you can wear them underneath.
That's perfect. I'll wear my red sequin holiday sweater.
Jennifer, put that phone away and do not take any more calls until this rehearsal's over. Do you understand? Jennifer, where are you?
Gosh, I hope I didn't break it.
I told you to put that phone away.
But I was only texting.
You were what?
You don't understand. I've just discovered something important. Really important.
And what, pray tell, is that?
I'm not dragging me in the pageant, Miss Bartlett.
What? Well, it's a fine time to tell me.
But I just discovered it while I was texting Kathy.
Jennifer, if you remember you gave me your word about rehearsals and giving this pageant your all.
But I didn't know this until a few minutes ago. The Christmas pageant is the same night as the Morning's Christmas party, and that's going to be the party of the year. They're having a DJ and everything. Kathy and I are going to wear a red sequin holiday sweater, and everyone's going to be there. And Kathy says,
That's enough. You gave me your word, and while I can't force you to be in this pageant, I insist that you finish this rehearsal. However, if you drop out, you won't like yourself, Jennifer.
what do you mean?
Not only are you letting me down, you're letting all these children down. They're counting on people like you to make the story of Christmas come alive and set it in their minds forever. It's the responsibility of us all to keep the Christmas spirit alive and not let it be replaced by some DJ parties. Frankly, Jennifer, I thought you were somebody I could count on. I guess I was wrong. I've just had some terrible news. Mrs. Hale, who was going to do the costumes for us, was in the accident on the interstate. The one that made me so late for rehearsal. She was lucky and escaped with nothing more than a broken arm. Mrs. King was with her, and she was driving the car. Mrs. King's injuries were far more serious. I thought some of you might have known her. She taught Sunday school here for many years. They got her to the hospital, where she died a few minutes ago.
Miss King died? I was in her class from the time I was 3 until I was 6.
So was I.
That's right. Sat right across the table from me. Do you remember the picture she hung on the wall the Sunday after Thanksgiving?
Picture, it was the size of a road map and covered half the wall.
I can still see it taped over the blackboard. It was the whole city of Bethlehem. The shepherds were up here and the manger down here,
And the star, it dominated everything under it.
especially the angels.
And there was something else, something which reminded us of every Sunday.
I remember. It was about not forgetting the real meaning of Christmas.
Jennifer, Andy, I know your hearts are in this pageant and never have been, and I don't think you can do a pageant without costumes. I think I'm fighting a losing battle, and something tells me to throw in the towel.
As you all know, I'm new here. At my old church, the Christmas pageant was the biggest event of the year, and it brimmed over with all things love and about Christmas that mattered, the kinds of things Miss King believed in. We had a huge cast of adults and children, and every year it was standing room only. Not only did the little ones learn the story of the Savior, They learned about the love he brought into this world. Love, there wouldn't be a Christmas. And when you think about it, what would it be without love? I'm not ready to give up and drop this pageant. I say we hold steady and do our part to put love back in Christmas and in our lives. And
What is it, Kathy?
About that party.
I don't want to hear any more about the party, so I'm not going.
Not going? What are you talking about?
I'm doing something far more important. I'm going to help put love back in Christmas, and that beats all parties in the world. Sorry for the interruption. I've turned off my phone and I'll do anything in my power to bring love back into Christmas.
Me too. What can we do?
I don't know where to start, but without costumes, we need a miracle.
But Christmas is a miracle. There has to be a way.
The most important thing about a Christmas pageant is not the costumes, the scenery, or even the set. It's about letting children know why we have Christmas and why we've kept alive all these years. When Christ was born, love was born. And the love he brought us in changed the world and the people's hearts forever. That's our job, is to pass it on to the little ones. And when they grow up, it's their responsibility to pass it on to another generation. This is what keeps Christmas alive. And without love, Christmas doesn't mean a thing.
That's it. It's the love in Christmas that matters, not the costumes. So let's do our pageant in what we wore today.
And my pocketbook is made for it, so I love it. Okay, Cindy, take it from the top.
From the beginning of time, there have been prophecies and references to the coming of a Savior, who would be Christ the King. But the first clue that the time had come was the star. The wise men followed it. The shepherds were in awe of it, and other people must have seen it and wondered what it meant, even little children.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
There were some shepherds in that part of the country spending the night in the fields and taking care of their flocks. Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea. Men who had studied the stars came from the east and asked, "Where is the baby born to be king of the Jews? We saw his star when it came up in the east, and we have come to worship him." They brought with them gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still receding, guide us to thy perfect light. Imagine a world without Jesus. Just tell me, where would we all be? The Son of God born, and believers no more would believe that Jesus is real. For we can feel the peace in our souls, this blessing we know. Tell everyone, Messiah has come. We believe still, we always will. Imagine a world filled with God's love.